Has a lot of health problems. You know, sometimes doesn't get the best sleep. You know, but you know when she's feeling it, she is one of the best players in New England and you know in the Northeast in general. You know, she's had some very high highs. And some.
Oh, we are gonna see the Aegis.
You're calling it out.
Okay,
doing a good job calling it out.
See, this is my idea in my head because usually commentary, personal bias. Usually I would kind of go with Aegis against a very annoying character because Pac-Man has very solid frame data to push buttons. He's a brawler kind of character.
Yes.
And Mythra, she's very fast. She can kind of deal with him like playing really lame, kind of campy-ish. And she can just stand inside of that range to punish him when he throws out those options. Not to mention that beautiful up B she got.
Yes, and in comparison to Rob, you know, Pac-Man likes to throw out a lot of moves. You know, people like to say this character is a zoner. It's a zoner-brawler hybrid, you know. Can play that very slow game, but against Rob, it's such a big hitbox, you know. There's the hydrant, there's the fruit, there's always like a threat when Pac-Man is on the screen. So I definitely do not blame Joahathan for not wanting to play it. And so far, it's doing very well.
Yeah, doing it in the work, pressing all the right buttons in all the right places. You love to see it.
All the right buttons. It doesn't really work.
And Kiwi
it doesn't really work.
Still trying to get in off the invader as well, but Joahathan still opening her up, pushing her to the corner. Forced to hold this ledge trap. This is going to be a regrab, unfortunately.
Yeah,
oh, not there, though.
Definitely. I'm liking the Joahathan Aegis. Obviously, I've not seen a lot of Joahathan. When he came to Connecticut that one time at Vortex Legacy, didn't do too hot. But this is definitely Joahathan on his game, unlike last time I saw him.
Yeah, last time I peeped the Joahathan gamer was at Fusion, and he definitely chose out a lot of very interesting options, I want to say. But wow, what? If that setup killed, I would have lost it. No,
that would have been the new play of the tournament.
Play of the tournament.
Play of the tournament.
Joahathan
We should have that where people like vote at home.
like mid-screen,
yeah,
like what
play
is
of the tournament, you know, on Twitter or something, you know. I'm going to start that. Okay, still in the content idea. Thank you for writing that down. And Joahathan saying thank you for that up air. Taking a 2-stock lead against Kiwi. This is a very dominant display from Joahathan's secondary character.
Yeah, and that's going to be a very quick stock for Kiwi, though. Finally finding a stock from good old Taco Bell. I know you love Taco Bell.
Me? Me?
That's love
slander.
Taco Bell.
That's slander. You can talk about Taco Bell all you want. I want to talk about Joahathan Gamer. 2-stock JV 2-stock.
JV 2-stock?
JV 2-stock.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That was such a very dominant display of Aegis against Pac-Man.
Yes.
Kiwi wasn't really able to set up a lot of her play as well. Like, normally, she wants to get in, like, not even just her. Like, Pac-Man wants to get in with, like, dash attack and Vader, pressing really good buttons and forcing you in the shield. But when Aegis is pressing buttons like that, in neutral and advantage, you're not really going to get your game kind of played. Especially, he wasn't able to get any hydrants out as well.
Well, Pac-Man is one of those characters that's really, really good with a lead, you know, where you're not forced to always go for the aggressive option. And because Joahathan started off to such a strong start in that first stock, you know, it made it harder for Kiwi to stick to her game plan. She maybe had to deviate a little bit. Let's see how game 2, how she adapts to the Aegis. Maybe she was expecting the Rob. Wasn't
Kirby. Okay, let me just mention real quick here.
You got it.
Kirby, low key, this character can go even with Mythra Byron.
You're just saying that as a pirate.
No.
There's no way.
No.
There's no shot.
But
Are you kidding me?
normally, you would think this character, you know, gets dominated. But we're seeing Kiwi kind of dominating with Kirby just a little bit in that first neutral interaction.
Okay. Despite if this character wins this matchup or not, the surprise factor is definitely something that Joahathan may not be prepared for. How many Kirby mains are there in the world? Like 3?
There's like Oats, there's TJ.
Yeah.
They all exist in New York outside of J.
Kiwi is one of the best Kirbys in the world, so you definitely do not have a high amount of practice in this matchup. But this is Pyramithra here. You know, still a lot of her combos will still work on Kirby, despite it being a little annoying green ball.
Okay, but aside from me throwing out kind of weird comments as in this matchup being even, Aegis you know, a lot of the time we'll mostly be winning in the neutral game against Kirby because they have a lot of really good buttons to press against Kirby. They're really big as well, especially with the Nair. But one of the things that Kirby can do to Aegis is if they get him in the corner, they can 0 to def him off an inhale.
Ooh,
so I'm very curious to see if Kiwi's going to be able to get that off on Johahathan.
Yeah, I don't know how big of an inhaler. Okay, moving on.
Immediately.
Moving on.
Hey, Johahathan dropping down a sick down air right now. But Kiwi scooping it up with the up B as well, able to continue. We're seeing a lot more discipline kind of coming out into the neutral from the Kirby as well. Can she get this edge guard, though?
That would be huge, but Johahathan managing to get back against all odds, almost, basically. And we're seeing it very hard for Kiwi to get a KO right here against Pyramithra. 137 on him. This is not good if you're Kiwi. You are down in the set, you are down in the stocks, and you are struggling to find a kill. Weak back air is not going to do it. How does Kiwi get back into this?
Yeah, Johahathan has been making it so that Kiwi has not been able to get any of these edge guards, but they definitely will find a stock there. Their spacing on Mithra's up Bs have been so immaculate all game.
Yes, definitely, for sure. And let's see how these low percent combos happen for Kirby. That's one of Kirby's strengths as a character. Can definitely do some really nice combos and strings at low percent. But now we are out of that range, and now Johahathan Gamer is in that range where he is one stock away from winning the set and moving on to top 48, winner's side.
Yep, the thing that makes this so miserable is the buttons that you can press as Pyro when you're kind of just having that nice, comfortable percentage lead. Is like, all right, I'm going to win this stock interaction. I bet. Let me just start throwing out moves.
Oh, my God. I mean, yeah, Pyramithra do have a lot of good moves, so you can just throw them out, you know? One of them will hit, surely, you know?
Yeah, and forcing Kiwi to kind of approach with the shield, but mixing up this time, going for the forward air. Very nice stuff. The lingering dash attack, unfortunately, not going to be able to do some work.
I think Johahathan got up on literally the last frame, or the first frame that did not hit. That was so fortunate from Johahathan, but Kiwi is closing the gap a little bit. We saw her struggle to get the KO on that first stock. Can she get it here? That's the question, because if she does, it's close enough to where I feel like Kiwi can come back, but it's swinging pretty far in her favor, and Pyramithra has insane kill power right here.
Yeah, gotta be swatching where you're swinging, especially as Kirby aggressively like that. Your buttons are oh so fast on this character, but back air out of shield, gonna do it. Can Kiwi come back in the set, or is Johahathan gonna take this down 2-0?
One of those gimps that you were talking about earlier would be really nice here, is all I'm saying.
It would be really nice.
It would be really nice here.
Kiwi, it'd be really nice if you can get some of that inhale.
Oh, she went for it! She went for it! Oh, no!
Damn
Kiwi.
it all!
Amazing for Johahathan Gamer, and I think the reason why Johahathan Gamer won that set is because if bracket played out as